nature. One is particle nature as well as the second is wave nature. So there are some compressions as well as some are rarefactions. So upper side we have shown you the particle nature and the downside we have shown you the wave nature. Compressions are the reason where the particles are having much compressed. They are much crowded. They are having less space between them. They are having the high density as well as high pressure between them. Whereas the rarefactions are the point or the reason where the particles are spread enough or they are having the much space between them. There the density is less as well as the pressure is less. So reasons you can see over here that reasons of the low density and low pressure, that is rarefactions. The upper peak side is known as crest, whereas the lower peak side is known as trough. So the wavelength is the distance between the two corresponding crest or the two corresponding trough. We can say the distance between the two corresponding compressions as well as two corresponding rarefactions. So wavelength, its SI unit is meter and it is represented by the sign lambda. All sounds can be represented by waves. We can see that some shrill sounds as well as some pleasant sounds all can be represented by wave. We can see the pleasant sound is there and some are having like shrill sounds, we can see. So there are three characteristics of sounds. The one is amplitude, second is frequency, and the third is quality. So at first we will discuss about the frequency. So frequency is something which tells us about that how frequent an thing or an event is happening. So if we say that we are having one drum and we are beating over it, so we have to count the beats which occur in 1 minute. Means, what does this mean? That frequency is something which tells us about the number of beats per minute. Means the number of events per minute. One oscillation is like the crust, from one crust to the second crust. That is one oscillation. So frequency is the number of compressions or the number of rarefactions that crosses a particular time. So oscillations, the number of oscillations is what? Or the number of cycles is there. So frequency is, we can say, hertz. In its SI unit is hertz. So it is one oscillation or one cycle per second. This is what the definition of frequency. So the time taken by the two compressions or rarefactions to cross a fixed point is known as the time period of the wave. So time period means what? How many times or how much time it takes. So its SI unit is seconds and its formula is 1 upon frequency. So frequency is interpreted by brain. So here you can see that when there is a whistle sound, it's different. Whereas the bird sound, that is different. It's high frequency sounds, high pitched sounds. This is high pitched sounds. Whereas the bird sound is slow moving waves or low wave sound. So low pitched sound. So faster vibration, high frequency and high pitch. Slower vibration, low frequency and low pitch will be there. Okay. So second we have to discuss about the amplitude. Okay. Amplitude is the maximum disturbance in the medium on either of the mean position give us the value of the amplitude. So amplitude is the magnitude of the maximum displacement of each particles from its mean positions. You can see over here that in graph also we have shown this. So amplitude is depend upon the force with which we are beating that object. Less force I am applying, soft sound will be there and low amplitude will be there. Okay. More force I am applying, loud sound will be there and high amplitude will be there. Okay, so low amplitude, low sound. High amplitude, high sound. It depends upon force. Okay, so next we have to discuss about the quality. The quality we have discussed that some sounds we are enjoying. Okay, whereas you can see over here that there are violin sounds, there are sitar sound is there. Okay, there is a mixture of sound is there. Means this gives us the pleasant, or this gives us the pleasant sounds or the soft sounds. So it's a unique characteristic of a sound that distinguishes it from the other sounds with the same pitch, same loudness in the quality or the timbre of sound. So this is what the quality of sound. Either it's a soft sound or a noisy sound. So sound which is more pleasant to hear is said to be a rich quality. You can see that if we listen to the guitar, it's soft. Okay, you can hear this. It's come pleasant. It's give peace to our mind. Okay, so you can see they are high rich sounds. Graph you can see different amplitude, different frequency, but pleasant sound. But unpleasant sound. Okay, so some sounds are pleasant sounds which give us peace, whereas some sounds are annoying sound. So the music which is pleasant to hear it, rich